All right, I am making popcorn. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. So I have popcorn being made right now. Absolute goodness. So right here, this is an air popper right here. This is nostalgia or nostalgia, as I say with my French accent. All right, so right here is an air popcorn, and I have some fresh popcorn that I'm going to be making. This right here is called Oroville and Reidenbacher popcorn. See, that's Orville right there. Do you see him? That's Orville. That's him, the man himself. Absolute goodness. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and make this right here. You see the popcorn kernels in here. Nice and golden. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to put this inside of the popcorn maker. And so what happens with this is when you put the popcorn in here, it spins around right here and it pops into this right here. Now I have a whole bunch of flavors, okay? A whole bunch of flavors to choose from. Right here I have nacho, which means not yours in French, nacho cheese flavor popcorn seasoning. I also have kettle corn seasoning, popcorn seasoning as well too. I said as well too. That's like kind of redundant. Need to stop that. And I have chili limon. In French, it's called limon. And white cheddar. So I have all of these flavors that I'm going to be using to make popcorn, Oroville and Reidenbacher popcorn. Isn't that right? Oroville. That's right. Absolute goodness. So what I'm going to do to make this popcorn, you don't need any butter whatsoever, but right here I have fresh, all-American, award-winning butter. All right, so I'm going to use this butter to put on to the popcorn. Absolute goodness. Now to make this air pop popcorn, what I have to do is I have to go ahead and put some of this in here. All right, it says don't fill up more than the container can handle. All right, so I'm going to put some popcorn in here. And we're going to be making popcorn in here. Absolute goodness. So I have popcorn right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add it to this right here. All right, this was not supposed to happen where popcorn comes inside of this right here, but I'm going to go ahead and fix that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And so once I have that in there, there's a little secret right here. So this right here melts the butter. All right, so what you do is I'm going to go ahead and take some butter and open it up like this. Absolute goodness. So once I open it up here, I'm going to go ahead and put some of the butter inside of the cap right here. Now what's going to happen with this is that the butter is going to melterate, and then I can pour it on the popcorn and let it permeate the popcorn before I add the seasoning. Absolute goodness. So let's get started. So I have this in here. So what I'm going to do is there's a little vent right here. I guess you put it right there. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. And you see down there, let me see if I can get a little bit closer down there so you can see. So the popcorn is starting to spin right there. Do you see that? And so what's going on is it's heating the popcorn, it's heating the butter. The butter is going to melt, and it's going to come in there in the bowl right here. It's a nice process right there. All right, here we go. So we have this coming in right here, and I have the seasonization pack. Like I told before, I have the nacho cheddar. All right, nacho cheddar, which means not yours in French. All right, cheddar. The chili limon. The chili limon. Who is in here? Let's check the. All right, here we go. Garrett is in the house. Who else is in there? Mighty Mouse, all the way from the UK. Sinister's in the house. Absolute goodness. We're making popcorn tonight. All right, so we have kettle corn. This is popcorn seasoning right here. Kettle corn, chili limon, and also have white cheddar or cheddar, however you want to say it. So it's spinning in there. It's heating up. Get in a little closer so you can see that. It's heating up. Seasonization is getting ready to be poured in there. I think I'm going to do a mixture of chili limon and white cheddar and maybe a little bit of kettle. I thought I heard a pop going on in there. Let's get in a little bit closer. See that? It's spinning around. It's starting to pop. So in a second, it's going to start popping a lot. It's going to start popping, locking, and maybe dropping into the bowl right here. All right, so look at it. Absolute goodness. All right, so it's starting to pop. Look at it. I'm getting a little bit, just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Not too close, but just a little bit closer so you can see the popcorn spinning around in there, getting ready. Look at the butter. It's melting right there. The butter is melting. Absolute goodness. All right, so butter is melting right there. It's popping. That's right, Mouse. It is definitely popping. Popping. It's on and popping right here. All right, so it's coming out right here. So you can see the popcorn is coming out into the bowl right here. And I'm going to go ahead and prep my seasonization. I said I'm going to use chili limon, and maybe a little bit of nacho cheddar, but my cheddar. Okay, so I'm going to use that. So the popcorn smells quite nice. The butter is melting right here. I'm going to assist the butter or the butter in the melterization process. So I'm just going to go ahead and spin the butter like that. Absolute goodness. All right, so it's spinning the butter. The butter is melterating. Look at that. The butter is melterating, and the popcorn is coming out. Absolute goodness. Now I have a surprise for you. All right, so you probably didn't expect this, but I have a sweet surprise for you. I'm going to add ramen noodle seasonization to the popcorn. Now, you probably are going to be thrown off a little bit, but this is actually quite good. All right? Aloha Friday. Absolute goodness. So this is ramen noodle, Shin ramen noodle soup seasonization that I'm absolutely going to be pouring on top of this. All right? So I'm going to put the seasonization into the mix. Absolute goodness. All right? So it's coming open right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ramen noodle seasonization and I'm going to, all right, this is a secret recipe. You know how the Colonel has 11 herbs and spices? Well, I have my own spices ready. So I'm going to put a little bit of the ramen noodle seasonization in the pack right there. All right, so we have the ramen noodle seasonization in the pack and it looks like it's almost done popping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spin this right here. Get the ramen noodle, the Shin noodle ramen noodle seasonization pack mixed in there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. All right, so once you have that turned off, I'm going to go ahead and get a spoon and I'm going to prepare this. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to go ahead and open up my cheddar seasonization. I'm going to open up the chili limon. And I have the Shin noodle soup in there. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm just going to pour the butter over there, just like that. And then I'm going to mix it just a little bit. All right, mix it just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some chili limon. So this is chili limon made by Colonel Seasons. Absolute goodness. So looks like it's, pour some of that in here. It looks like it's, got to tap on it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put some chili limon on there like that. Absolute goodness. And then I'm going to put the nacho cheddar, my cheddar, on there. Go ahead and put some of this on here. Absolute goodness. Look at that. Look at the cheese. All right, so I have that on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this and I am going to stir it up a little bit. Absolute goodness. Now I'm going to try this and tell you how it is. So it's chili, limon, chili. Let me get it a little bit closer so you can see it, so you can get the full scope of what's going on right here. So I'm going to zoom in and look at this. Look at the butter. Look at the cheddar. Look at the chili limon. I'm going to go ahead and try this. Now look at it. It is encrusted on the popcorn. Absolute goodness. I'm going to go ahead and try this. Whoa. Like, whoa. Really good. And that's nostalgia Nostalgia popcorn maker. Check the description part of the page. I'll leave a link for you to grab the Nostalgia air popcorn maker. And you know what? I'll also throw in these right here. These flavoration packets. It's the chile limon and the nacho cheddar, as well as the white cheddar, which I did not use. And you know what? Check the description part of the page. And I'll also throw in a link to where you can actually get the Shin noodle soup for those of you who don't have access to the best ramen noodle soup in the world. Absolute goodness. All right, so that's a wrap. I'm going to go ahead and get my knife and fork ready so I can dive into this right here and have my dinner. Absolute goodness. You all have a great weekend. Thanks a lot for watching.